in New York there, mister?
It's like a sweaty sneaker for the past 5 days.
Sweaty sneaker.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Sorry I asked. All right. Cheers to that. What's happening? So you said you had exciting news to tell me. What the hell's going on? And you're drinking ketones? Okay.
2 gallons a day water.
Nice.
With my ketones.
All right.
What's happened? Let's see.
Yes.
Let me update on one of the cases first.
You called me last night and you said, you want to tell me where I can find this freaking client? So what happened with that? Because I'm kind of left in the dark here. So what's going on?
Well, you said, I was talking about that one thing, the one case, and you were like, I see something with an M, something with an M.
That's what happens when you call and you're frustrated. And I said, that's
I don't know how you did it, but I was looking. Now you got to remember, I've been looking for this car for 5 days. Haven't found it in 5 days. I literally go down this one street where I think it might be in the neighborhood, and it's right there on a street that begins with an M, Melville Avenue.
You're welcome.
I don't know how you do it. I just don't.
You're welcome. So what are we doing? So you texted me. I was actually working with clients all day. Tuesday isn't like my busy day. And you said, I have news to share. So I'm going to record.
Well, first, you want to talk about the article first or no? The feature we're going to do?
You have the floor. You tell me what's going on. You're updating me because you've been busy.
In my business, you know, you can trust certain guys in the business. And I have a good friend who's a PI in Jersey, who I buy a lot of my tech equipment from. He's one of the greatest guys I ever met. Always bends over backwards to help me with stuff. Very knowledgeable when it comes to tech stuff. So I was telling him what we started, and he goes, "Oh my God, what a great idea!" He's got two different magazines, one called PI Magazine and one called Unsolved. What is it? Unsolved. Oh my God, right here. This is it. Unsolved Magazine, right here. Unsolved. I mailed this to you today.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mailed it to you.
CrimeCon. There's like a whole community.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he said, forget about it because we're going to kill this. So long story short, he's giving us their next article, their next publication, because they do it 4 times a year. The next one comes out in October, and they're going to give us a feature 3 or 4 page write-up on it.
Really?
Yeah.
And he reached out to you. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. He said that the people who he gets, the traffic he gets on his website, and the people that reach out to his staff, they're going to go absolutely crazy for what we're trying to do.
Really? Oh my God, that's amazing news.
Good.
So he's got 2 magazines and he's in this business and he puts this publication out.
Yep.
And what is this? People that are really interested in true crime and unsolved cases, and they follow along?
There's a tremendous following, a tremendous amount of people who, there's a lot of unsolved cases. I mean, people call them unsolved, they call them cold cases, they call them mysteries, whatever you want to call them. It's all unsolved.
You know, that brings me to what I wanted to say to you. So I was going back into the things that I've the things that I've gone into through the past. And there was a reading I did years ago in a group setting, and I kept bringing up this woman's name, and the participant said, I know who that is. That's a best friend of mine's sister, and she's been missing for over 15 years. They never found her, just disappeared, and there's a lot of suspicion around what the case is, and that was in upstate New York. And I described where she would be, and et cetera and so forth. She brought this information to her friend who was not at the reading, and she said, well, they looked there. It's you know, I understand. They even had gone to Sylvia Brown. Crazy. So, and this is how long ago this was. And lo and behold, I think it was a year later, they actually found her, her remains in the car in exactly what I described. And there's no way to validate that. And it's not like I helped the case, but I saw that. And I was going back, my point was that I was going back in these cases that I have personally been exposed to. And I cannot believe just the parameters that I put in. I tried to look up the article if there was information on this.
Right.
Do you know how many things matched a woman missing in upstate New York 15 years ago that are unsolved in that area, like missing or in the specifications of how she was found? I could not believe case after case after case of unsolved, missing, never found,
And that's
cold
sad.
case.
That's sad.
Sad. It actually, I was like, am I prepared for this? I don't know if I can't even imagine being a detective dealing with families that you've dealt with for years.
That's the hardest thing in the world to do. When you got to knock on someone's door and you got to tell them a loved one's been murdered and that you found the loved one murdered.
I can't even imagine that, let alone, just
Rips your heart out. It really rips your heart out because at that point you have to put the badge to the side for a second and
be a human being.
Humanity comes around you and
Sure.
Not gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm an emotional guy to begin with, but I can't tell you how many times I'd sat there and cried with people and have them cry on me and I cry on them. And
so magazine, very exciting. That's so great that he reached out and wants to work with us. So what do we have to do? We have to kind of give him some information and
got to give them the meat and potatoes. They're going to make a dinner.
Okay, we're coming to dinner. All right, don't have to ask us Italians twice, right? So what else is happening? What else did you have to tell me? You're procrastinating.
I know.
I want to know.
Save the best for last.
Well, you're texting me, call me, go on. I have to tell you news. We're going to wait.
You have 15 different phones. You're like hard to get in the White House.
I'm a busy lady.
So this guy reached out to me through my Instagram. He sent me a direct message. And he is a casting agent. You call them agents, I guess?
Wait, I was looking at my phone. Wait, say what?
A casting agent.
Okay.
For reality TV shows. And he saw my profile, saw what we're about, and he sent me 5 voice memos. He's like, oh my God, we need to do something. So anyway, this guy's like, listen, I saw what you're about. I saw what you're doing. He goes, we got to do something. He goes,
you're dead serious. Like you're dead serious right now.
I swear to God, serious as a heart attack. He gave me 5 long voice messages through my Instagram. And first when I played, I'm like, this guy for real?
I was just gonna say, so that's your job. So my spidey senses are up. Is this legit? But you obviously are gonna be able to.
Because listen, I don't know about you, but I get fake Instagram people getting at me all 3-4
Listen, I thought you were fake. Remember, I'm like, there's something fishy about this person inquiring. And if you remember, I even pushed you off a night. I think we're supposed to meet Tuesday, and then I said I can't come because something was something
like that.
Well, I really didn't feel well. It's because I had to sit with it. I said something isn't I don't understand what this is, and I said I don't have a bad feeling, but I feel like something is bigger than what this is, and I of course was 100% right, because look at where we are months and months later. Crazy.
So anyway, this guy's like, listen, we got to do something. I sent him a message back. I'm like, as soon as you come, I said I live right outside New York City. As soon as you're ready, you let me know. And he says, okay, it's going to be soon. I said, all right, good. That's what we'll do.
All right. Well, I have,
maybe we can do a Zoom with him if he wants.
Absolutely. But I'll be back in September in New York, back in my New York home. Wow. That's kind of surreal. Like, I feel like, yes, that's like a natural thing. And I saw this and we talked about this, like this could very well, but there's such like this intense obligation of, like I said, humility or empathy about all these things. I know that I have a few clients that I spoke to you about that I have read for with no expectation about anything, because obviously we weren't doing this when they came to me. And I know that once you get back from a couple of things that you're working on and some travel plans that you have, that you're going to kind of hit the ground running with that.
Oh, I just have commitments that I have to tie up. I really.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, it's like, what are the chances? Like, well, of course, that's divine timing. We speak about that, but somebody calls me that kept my card from 3 years ago. At a corporate public event, had a mini reading, decided to save it, and then has a personal issue and situation, and then calls me and says literally nothing, had no idea, and then all this stuff just flows through, and then it leads to a very intense situation, a criminal situation, and a lot of answered questions. So I meet you, we talk about it. I'm like, okay, so I have this client, and you say, well, I have an intense schedule the next 2-3 weeks. As soon as that's over, we're hitting this. We're going to see what's there.
That's it.
You and I both know we'll get something from that, because that that is just going to be so unbelievably good if we can kind of tie up the loose ends on that.
I agree.
Not only for closure about missing pieces, but there's some other components to that I don't want to say, but where there's maybe facts that don't match and things like that. So
I have the right connections that'll help us with that. Believe me, it's not even a problem.
yeah, and I just have a knowing, and I'm calm about that, and then in the right time. There's another case that I want to bring up in Dutchess County to you that I haven't even mentioned yet. There's just so much that we can do, and there's so many things. You have stuff that you haven't told me about. There's all these moving parts. Is that your ringtone?
Can I call you back? Well, fine, well, hold on 1 second, T. Hold on. My mother, hold on. Can I call you back? Ma. Okay, bye. Sorry.
Perfect. So you love your mama, and no matter what, you're going to answer the phone and say, can I call you back? I love it. It's perfect. It's just.
They're 160 miles north of me, so anytime they call, I have to answer, because that's where it's in the middle.
I wish I had mine. Did you tell them I brought Grandpa through?
Oh my God! I played the audio for my mother.
You did?
She was crying.
Really?
My mother was hysterical.
Oh, so the work keeps going. That's
my
amazing.
mother was hysterical.
You didn't even tell me.
I forgot. I don't know if I had breakfast this morning, T. What let me tell you?
You forgot. Okay. I think I don't even get emotional like that too often, but that's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Really great.
So I have to meet her for sure. Then.
Oh, you'll love her. You'll love her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll incorporate her into this because that's how it started.
You don't remember, but when I see you, I'll send you. I can't send it to you now because it's too long, unless I do a Dropbox thing. But anyway, you said my grandfather called my mother Dee Dee.
Don't.
And that's what
to God, I don't remember.
My mother's name is Diane, and he called her Dee Dee. She had a bowling ball with the words D-E-E, D-E-E on it.
And I said that in the reading?
Yes. Who the hell knows that?
All right, so we have to find this because
anything else. How do you know that?
No, when I channel, I have zero recollection of saying that to you.
You said my grandfather said something about the ships or the boats. And
I went three, right? That's the only thing that stands out to me.
Yeah, and the 3 boats on these are from my grandfather, Nina the Pinta and Santa Maria.
And I'm like, what's with the 3 ships? What's with the 3 boats?
What's that?
All right, I said, what's with the 3 boats with the 3 ships? And that to you, I think, sunk the deal. Not bringing your partner through, not saying what motorcycle he drove. That I remember too. The motorcycle was a big deal because you made fun of him. So that was a cool moment for me.
Absolutely.
Little tiny pieces, but I definitely do not remember Dee Dee. So that's really awesome that she got to hear that. I'm so glad you recorded it. We'll have to bring that through. We'll have to.
That'd be awesome.
Listen to that. That was awesome.
You'll flip out. I mean, I got my skin was crawling.
All right, you get ready to do what you got to do.
I'll talk to you.
All right. This is exciting. Keep me posted. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. You're going to send me stuff on, you said you sent me the magazine?
Yep. I mailed it out today. You got it.
That's exciting. And then send me the information on this reality TV.
So anybody watching this, I always end anything I ever say. I always end my videos with saying, give back. Give back whenever you can, no matter how.
And I always say ciao for now. So till next time, from live from Florida. And you're in sweaty like a sneaker, New York. So
sweaty like a size 12 sneaker with a wool sock.
Thank you for that amazing
analogy.
Experience. It's wafting through.
All right, T. I'll talk to you.
Ciao.